Welcome back. You're still with us on Thailand Today, and we're with the president of Panorama Medica Group, Professor Lempert. Professor, the risk we were speaking about just now, the industry has been thriving, and probably that has made doctors, nurses and professionals being quite complacent and not looking ahead into the future that we discussed earlier. So you've spoken to people in the industry. How have they reacted, and what other areas do you think we can improve in order to maintain our status as the top leader in the medical service industry?
Good. Well, I think that we have prepared a concept for developing medical tourism hubs, and we are using this when we do consult governments what they need to do. And these are actually 18 points which we need to go and develop integrated to each other. There is no standalone point, but each of them individually is important. And what we mostly need to do is we need to remember why people would like to come. People need treatments. People would like to be taken seriously, meaning that they receive immediate answers. They would like to have affordable treatments, and they will compare. Internet today is open to everyone, and people compare all the time. We have seen through experience with past bookings and so on that the price is somewhere a little bit secondary if they see that they can get the quality and they receive the attention that they need. So what I'm keeping telling all the hospital owners or the hospital management, because the owners are not usually the management, is we need to keep a leading edge on being efficient. The efficiency of taking care of attending to what the people need, because with every inquiry we also receive a medical history. This is another obligation towards the facilitator. This is within tourism, the confidentiality that we need to do. But in principle, every inquiry is accompanied by medical history. The people know, or the medical staff knows what the people need to have, and they should attend to this. We are facing problems today that we are receiving only part answers. It takes us today sometimes a week to 10 days to complete an estimate proposal, whereas it took us maybe 2 days, 2-3 years ago, when people were still hungry and looking for business.
Is it because of the long list of patients that they have to care today?
Could be. I mean, having too much work is making you busy. But this is again a management problem, because they need to be able to calculate the capacities. We just lost a petroleum company from Abu Dhabi because their condition was that they would like to have answers within 48 hours to their employees, because they were ready to send them over here. And with none of the hospitals, this is what I'm saying, we connected, let's say, between 5 to 8 hospitals among whom we select to whom we send people. None of them answered within less than 7 days. So this account was lost.
Right.
Because they say you are not able to, if you are working slow like this, how can we trust your efficiency? It's not correct, because once we have the estimate and the proposal, everything runs smoothly when we start making the appointments. But management needs to work on capacity, needs to have enough qualified people in every position, needs to train all the time. Every hospital today is having what we call a call center, which is receiving the inquiries. It does not go directly to the professional. It is filtered and then it's going into department and so on. But they need to have enough people who are good in languages. We are still having a problem in Thailand in comparison to Malaysia, to Singapore and India, that staff in hospitals do not speak English, or not well enough. So if you look around, you will see many more people from other nationalities now working in the hospitals, because it's known. The problem is that owners usually try to save. It is not cheap to run a hospital, especially if you have to pump up personnel and qualified personnel who are foreigners, and according to the so-called working permit regulations in Thailand, foreign personnel has to have minimum salary, which is about 3 times more than Thai earn. It's going into costs and so on. And of course, what we tell the people is that they need to keep up updated equipment, they need to look very carefully at the prices, and as in every economy, the maximizing of profits is at the head of every expectation here. So it's a matter of coordination and expecting, and if they cannot do it themselves, they can talk to specialist consultants, maybe like us or so. There are many others in the meantime.
I see. Now this has happened even without the formation of AEC as yet. The ASEAN Economic Community is coming up in 2 years' time, and I believe it's going to be more competitive. At least we'll have doctors and nurses, professionals moving around freely.
That's correct.
Now, you see challenges or you see opportunities. How do you view it for Thailand?
Well, I see opportunities from my point of view. See, for the local doctors, of course, it will become more competition. We had a lot of specialists from overseas looking over the shoulder of doctor here because foreign doctors are not allowed to work here. They're
Before, right?
It is still.
Up until 2015.
Okay, but
is it?
From 2015 and so on, we are talking ASEAN.
All right.
I'm talking now overseas. I'm talking about American specialists and European specialists who came to advance the knowledge and improve the situation and so on, because the approach to quality and efficiency is also different. And this has been good, but it did not increase capacity. Now, the question is for us, as I say, for me, from my point of view, when we have more customers coming, we have more people who would like to receive treatments, it is important to have more doctors. So, opportunity for me if we have more doctors, more qualified doctors to support things. I do not know how many Thai doctors will go into the ASEAN region because Thailand today is paying well, unless they go, of course, to Malaysia and Singapore, which are having higher payments, and will reposition themselves there. I would say that the big rotation will be within Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia. This will be a developing or progressing region. Everything which happens within Cambodia, Myanmar, Laos, maybe even Indonesia and so on, will be slower for the Thai. There is not so much incentive, unless the governments there will support it. Mm-hmm. And as you know, the Thai government is also very aware on this, and they are putting a lot of help systems out now in order to increase capacity, to make it easier and so on, work permits, the bureaucracy and so on. And it will not change our relations to Europe and America yet. This will keep going unless the government will decide that we are interested to develop the medical sector as such, and will allow more international knowledge to come and give more active support, not just observations.
I see. Now let's talk about some of the government policies that have been promoting a lot in the recent past. Medical treatment, health promotion, traditional Thai medicine. I hear herbs. We're promoting a lot of Thai herbs as well.
Correct.
Is that aimed to attract markets like China that values Oriental therapeutic therapies?
In my opinion, I don't think so. It is good to promote the herbal sector. Thailand was always, the medical tourism in Thailand started with the herbs. Thailand has been very famous for natural products, for herbal products, for wellness, for cosmetic, for being or becoming beautiful, and so on. When we talk about China, if we would like to take this as a sample, see, the Chinese have their own traditional medicine. Those who take traditional medicine cannot afford, not yet, to travel to other countries to receive treatments in the frame of what we call medical tourism. What we are having at the moment is an interesting trend that the new and rich middle sector, a lot of new millionaires in China are traveling now, And most of them would like to have the anti-aging and rejuvenation programs that we have been talking about.
The cell therapy.
Exactly, as well, which at the moment is still not allowed in China. But there is a lot of new inventions coming out of China, but the government there does not allow them, so they are looking for new markets. They are so eager to have it that they even go to Europe for this, which is much more expensive and of course much more farther.
So they're going to Switzerland, I hear, Singapore.
Switzerland is having Switzerland and Germany also still have the technology of lamb stem cells, which help anyone.
Does it really work, Professor?
It works.
It works?
Oh,
it
yes.
takes time?
It takes about a week.
2 weeks, and you're like as good as new?
No. No, it helps. It would be nice. It would be nice. It's the same as I heard yesterday on the news. I don't have the scientific report yet about a treatment of cancer with bone marrow, and it attacked the HIV virus. So is this the solution? I don't know. If it's possible, it would be nice, because AIDS, HIV is a big problem everywhere, and we had no solution so far. We could slow it, but we could not heal it. Now this is a new, the virus disappeared. So we will see. In principle, stem cells are there to support your existing organs, which have been built by stem cells when everyone has been an embryo. It is there to repair. Maybe not healing, but repairing. And it helps this situation that when you let stem cells circulate in your body, or when you have a very strong problem like a knee problem or a joint problem, that you inject your own stem cells or borrowed stem cells directly to this part, that it will be very effective. We know from all the results and so on that people, when you start circulating stem cells which are active in your blood, and they can reach everywhere in your body, you will be feeling much better or younger. And this is relative. What does it mean, feel younger? But you will be feeling better and healthier within a week. And it is allowed and it is known that you can repeat it. You can repeat it every 6 months. And the point is that the technology today is far enough that you need to donate stem cells. And stem cells today are available in the adipose, in your central part of your body, in your own fat. They are available with great quantities, and of course the most effective we know is umbilical cords. Problem is that the generation of my parents did not know anything about stem cells, and so we have no umbilical cords. The new generations can freeze the umbilical cords of the children, and we really recommend that they do it, because this is guarantee of reserve parts for the children, for these same persons when they are getting older. It will not reduce your age, but it will help your body carry better. It will help your organs to recover in a way, and it gives you in general a much better feeling. It is, by the way, FDA approval. You need to get an FDA approval for this, with exception of this, what we call the autologous stem cell treatment, which is using your own stem cells, your own adipose stem cells, and having them re-injected to you the same day. This is exempt, and this is why it's so popular, because everyone can do it with no questions and no further audits.
All right, interesting indeed. And that's all the time we have, Professor. Thank you very much for coming to Thailand today to provide us with the great knowledge of the medical treatments and also the medical tourism industry. It's time for us to say goodbye. Hope to see you soon on the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks to all of you for joining us as well.
Thank you, everyone.
As for now, have a good day. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ Done?
โอเคปะ